Alright, the group will be here soon, remember to be on your best behaviors. As the other members were getting ready, Kuru pulled Bakuto into his assigned training room and closed the door behind them. Alright bro, we need to talk. About? You and our makeup artist, Akashi. I fully support you guys, but dude, if you guys ever get caught, both of your careers will be ruined. Bakuto's eyes widened a bit. Kuru is the only other person who knows about his secret relationship with Akashi, but ever since they started dating, Kuru has been lecturing Bakuto more and more about how dangerous it is. You don't have to worry about a thing, I got this all under control, and so does Akashi. Our manager is already starting to get suspicious on why you didn't want a partner. And I told her that I wanted to use this time to practice to become an even better singer, Kurobro. All I'm saying is that I don't want you two to end up like Tsukishima. A situation that broke the internet for weeks. The Tsukishima situation. Tsukishima seen with a man who doesn't seem to belong with any other groups. Who is this man? Fuck. What's wrong, Saki? Paparazzi saw us and now it's trending on Twitter. Yamaguchi gasped and wrapped his arms around Tsukishima, while Tsukishima rubbed his temples. The media will forget in a week, it's fine. I'm sure you're right. Yamaguchi said a bit anxiously. He didn't want this relationship to be the cause of his boyfriend's downfall, but after a few weeks the media was still bringing up the picture. Tsukishima was a guy who usually kept his cool. However, one day Tsukishima snapped and revealed every detail on Twitter. I'm not going to address this situation any longer. Yes, I'm in a relationship. No, I won't give out any details about it at this point. I don't care if I get kicked from the band. The choreography was never fun anyway. Seriously, fuck the media. Yamaguchi checked his phone, slowly reading Tsukishima's tweet multiple times to make sure he's reading it right. Saki. Tsukishima. Answer me. Tsukishima Katy. What do you want to dashi? That tweet was a joke, right? You know you're going to get kicked from the group, right? I'm not having this conversation now, I'm talking to my manager. Bye. After Tsukishima snapped in his latest tweet, it is reported that he is officially kicked from Iipathy. It's not going to be like that, dude. Plus it's normal if me and Akashi hang out in public. He's our makeup artist, so he's technically part of the band. I'm glad you're actually using your brain for ideas if you get caught, but think of it like this. This band is literally your life. I get you love him, but do you really want to throw away your career? Before the conversation could go for any longer, there was a knock on the door. The group is here. Kuru took one last look at Bakuto before opening the door, walking past Iwaizumi. Thanks for knocking this time, Iwaizumi. Kuru smirked, while Bakuto followed behind him with a pout and his arms crossed. The band members and the other group went to their assigned rooms, in which Bakuto started walking towards Akashi's work office. Iwaizumi was currently teaching Oikawa about the drums. While Oikawa was sitting on the drum stool while Iwaizumi was talking, he noticed that Oikawa has been zoning out. Oikawa, this is the third time you've done that while I was explaining. Sorry Iwa-chan, it's kinda hard to focus when someone as fine as you is standing in front of me. Shut up, I'm going to teach you how to play now. Iwaizumi walked up behind Oikawa, purposefully putting his arms around Oikawa to hold his hands to guide them. Oikawa blushed while smirking. You know, if you teach me like this all the time, I'm going to end up becoming a better drummer than you. I doubt that, you don't even have the right posture. Mean, Iwa. Don't make me tell the whole world that you bully your fans like this. Iwaizumi rolled his eyes, guiding Oikawa's hand to hit the high tom. Oikawa immediately fixed his posture, and after a few minutes Oikawa was able to play a quick song. You're naturally talented at this, huh? Something like that. Huh? What do you mean? Let's just say that I've actually been playing the drums for 6 years now. Oikawa flashed his signature wink and peace sign, giving Iwaizumi a beaming grin. Iwaizumi furrowed his eyebrows, clear disappointment spreading across his features. Why didn't you tell me that beforehand, Shidakawa? I was going to, but then you put your arms around me and I thought nah, it can wait for later. Whatever, let's just learn a more advanced song then. Iwaizumi found Oikawa's presence weirdly comforting though, as if he's known him for years. Let's just hope this doesn't turn into anything more, he's just a fan. He thought, before going back to teaching Oikawa. You know Iwa, you really remind me of someone. Really? Like who? I don't remember his first name, but remember the guy I told you about who also has the name Iwaizumi? We were best friends in elementary and he kind of looked like you. What elementary school did you even go to? Oh, it's, enter random elementary school name. What the hell? I went to that one too. Oikawa gasps, his face lighting up a bit. Iwa-chan, you know what that means? You're my long-lost best friend from elementary. Before you touch anything, please put on hand sanitizer. Next you're gonna make me put on gloves and a whole hazmat suit. Huh? My germophobia isn't that extreme. Don't worry Omi, I took 15 showers before I came here. Atsumu said sarcastically, making Sakusa visibly annoyed. I just told you that isn't that extreme. I know, I'm just playing with ya. Sakusa glared at him, before pulling out a second bass guitar and a handbook and handing it to Atsumu. Realistically, I doubt you'll be able to learn much in a week, so I made a handbook for you to follow. I'm glad you were thinking about me, Omi, but I won't need it by the end of this week. I'll be good enough to start my own band and beat yours. Atsumu said condescendingly with a smug smile on his face, making Sakusa roll his eyes. He's never been the type to think about actually fighting someone, but there's a first time for everything, and that's today. Sakusa decided that it was best to just ignore the other male before speaking again. Just read through it and then I'll start teaching you. Would you like coffee? Tea? Anything before we start? I'm good, thanks though. So, what are we doing first? First, we'll learn about keys, then I believe that you'll be able to play a short song too later. Daichi led Suga to a keyboard. Pulling the stool out for him, Suga sat down, smiling softly. His smile is cute. Wait, what am I saying? I can't think of him like that. Daichi thought, blushing slightly at his thoughts. I can't wait to tell Atsumu, Oikawa and Kenma about this. Suga thought he noticed Daichi at him staring for a bit too long, obviously distracted in his thoughts. Daichi, are you alright? Suga playfully hit Daichi's arm, smiling mischievously. Yeah, my apologizes. Now let's start this lesson. I'm sure you're also eager to start. After playing for a little bit, they decided to take a break. Daichi ended up making Suga coffee and they both ended up sitting at a table across from each other. You know, there's barely any info on how Ipathy met. How did you guys meet? Bakuto and Kuru were actually street performers before, and that's how I met them. I met Iwaizumi at a club and Tsukishima at my college. Suga started giggling, but quickly slapped his hand against his mouth to stifle his laugh. I would have thought the story would be more interesting. SHH, don't laugh at us. There's more to the story, but I can't tell you that part. Daichi sighed, while Suga calmed from his laughing fit. Come on Daichi, I'll keep it a secret. Obviously he wouldn't and immediately tell Atsumu, Oikawa and Kenma, but he would never tell Daichi that. Maybe I'll tell you on the last day. Let's start practicing though. I can already see improvement. Hey, you realize you can't play the guitar and be on your phone at the same time, right? Kuru chuckled, which resulted in Kenma sighing a little and putting his phone down. What game were you playing? Insert random game name. Lol. I play that game too. Actually when I play, it's always fun to catfish the male players on there. Kuru laughed with a smirk. Yeah. Kenma said quietly while nodding, in which Kuru handed Kenma a guitar. Kuru realized that his guest was a bit shy and he didn't want to make him uncomfortable, so he decided to put off provoking him for a little bit. So kitten, do you know how to play? Or the basics? Kitten? And no, I don't. I'll stop if that nickname makes you uncomfortable. It's just that you kinda look like one. It's fine. Deep down, Kenma felt really comfortable around Kuru. The nickname made Kenma warm up to the other male, yet he'd never admit that he seemed to respect his boundaries. Plus they have a few things to bond over like the game. Maybe this week won't go so terribly. Well, let's start. Kuru began to teach Kenma the basics of the guitar, in which Kenma followed easily. He seems to be at least a bit interested. I knew I'd be a good mentor. Bakuto walked into Akashi's office and closed the door behind him, before shouting, Akashi. Hey. Bakuto, please quiet down, you might disturb the office next to mine. Right, sorry. Anyways, Kuru keeps lecturing me about how our relationship might get us in trouble and stuff. No matter what I tell him, he still thinks something will happen. Akashi noticed Bakuto's mood quickly starting to shift, in which he tried to think what would work best to tend his bad mood. Although he has a point, I doubt we will get caught. We will be together forever. Bakuto, you don't have to worry about it. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I love you so much, Akashi. Bakuto leaned in to kiss Akashi, in which Akashi kissed back when suddenly, the door to his office bursted open. In the middle of the kiss,